Hello, everybody. Welcome to my page, Hamadi Lives in Me. And I will be sharing one of my meditations with y'all. And this one fell on a very interesting subject, and it's very sensitive to um, most women, probably men too, but women, we share more and we open up amongst each other and discuss these kind of things. But I call it betrayal versus self-betrayal. It's dealing with a trust issue. Um, so it starts off saying, I experience and express the power of trust because I am no longer willing to betray myself. So this meditation is really focusing on helping you understand or receive or learn a lesson from being betrayed by someone. It go on to say, let's say you put your trust in someone only to discover that they are untrustworthy. Now you are hurt, you are disappointed, you are also mad as all get out. The question is, are you angry with the person who betrayed your trust? Or are you angry with yourself for trusting them? If you are like most people, you will acknowledge that you are more angry with yourself. And when I first read this meditation, because I've had this book for years and I read it over and over, because it's sort of like a precious piece that I keep with me, because my baby boy, he gave me this book. He bought it for me in 2000, and I've been cherishing it ever since. And I read, from it occasionally. But anyway, who are you angry with? Yourself or the other person? A lot of times we are angry with the other person because we feel betrayed. And but if you really think about it, uh, like she's saying here, if you are like most people, you will acknowledge. Sometimes to acknowledge something, we have to really think about it, reflect back, and do all of these things and come to the realization that it's really your fault. You were betrayed. That's what she's saying. But then it go on to say, when we open ourselves to another person, we expect them to behave. When they don't, we think we should have known better. There is, however, a flip side to this coin. Somewhere in the process of trusting them, we forgot to trust ourselves. When this happens, we feel, shall we say, stupid. Rather than admit this, we put the heat on the other person. It is easier to be mad at someone else than it is to sit around feeling stupid. There is always a lesson in betrayal. Learn to trust yourself. I can say I've been down this road many times. After I was divorced, I started dating men, having relationships, and I felt like I was betrayed more than once. But after reading and reflecting back and just thinking over everything from the very beginning, I guess I could have been more angry at myself because of the things that I should have done in the beginning of the relationship. Some of the relationships shouldn't have even went to last as long as that I allowed them to. But anyway, it go on to say there is a way to avoid being on the stupid end of being betrayed. Go back to the beginning of the experience and ask yourself a series of questions. Did you miss a sign? No, we didn't miss it. We just ignored it. That's what we did. I know a lot of women, if you would be honest to admit, and after talking with other women, and we talk about relationships all the time, um, or we share, our stories, and we we can point out, well, there was a sign. This was a red flag. This was a red flag. Why did you continue in the relationship? Did you ignore a signal? Did you see the potential of untrustworthiness and call it something else? If you did, that is why you feel stupid. The actions of the other person are simply reminding you not to do that again. And sometimes we make excuses for the flags. Isn't that something? I guess we just want to be loved and cherished so badly that we make excuses. Say he doesn't have a car. Oh, well, he says his car's in the shop. He's working on it. But you end up allowing him to borrow your car and use your car. I just say use your car. Well, I have never been that kind of a woman. I've never allowed a man to use me. That's for one thing. I might have been betrayed or deceived a couple of times, but I don't think I've allowed a man to use me. Drive my car, buying him clothes and shoes and oh, I never done that. I never, even my husband, I didn't do that for. But anyway, until today, you may have been angry at someone who betrayed you, when the truth may be that you betrayed yourself. Just for today, make a list of the experiences in which you feel you have been betrayed, and include a brief synopsis of what occurred between you and the other person or people. After reviewing the list, ask yourself, when did I first see the signs? Why did I ignore the signs? What was I really trying to accomplish? Remember what you saw and felt. Next time, trust yourself. So, ladies, it's a lesson for all of us, because I know I have learned some lessons too. But when I see a sign or a flag, I'm going to trust myself. I owe it to myself. I've been through too many bad relationships. And when do the signs usually show up? The first week. Sometimes the signs show up when you first conversation. So, and it ends with, today, be devoted to understanding the difference between betrayal and self-betrayal. You betray yourself when you ignore the signs, the signals. And really and truly, I really believe after he really see that you are ignoring the signs and they're right there in front of you, when a man see that you are ignoring the signs, I think he lose a little bit of respect for you, because you don't even value yourself, that you are willing to accept anything to have a man. I enjoyed this lesson. Woo, it's still powerful. After all these many years, I've been reading it over and over. Like I said, my son, my baby boy, gave me this book in 2000. And every year, it gives me a different perspective. I really thank y'all for coming to my page. You can check my books out on Amazon.com. And this is the book second book, The Fallen Woman, and it can give you some really good perspectives and lessons, and give you an understanding and biblical principles, so you will not be betrayed, or you will learn to trust yourself, because these principles come from the Word of God. Thank you. Have a blessed day and stay safe.